A vacuum motor is built to spin for 1,000 hours before it wears out, and yours got thrown away after maybe 40. The thing that killed the suction wasn't the motor. It was a flap of felt the size of a coaster hidden in a spot the manufacturer really hoped you'd never look. Today I'm going to show you the 2-minute fix that brings a dead vacuum roaring back to full suction. No tools, no parts, or at most a $5 one. And why the machine was quietly designed so you'd give up and buy a new one instead of finding it. The average household replaces a vacuum every 4 to 6 years, dropping a couple $100s each time, when the one they're tossing has almost never actually broken. The part I really want you to stick around for is near the end, where I'll show you why the $400 vacuum and the $80 one lose suction for the exact same reason, and why the expensive one is often worse. I revived the vacuum I'm still using today with about 90 seconds and $0, and it pulls harder now than the day the suction first dropped. So let's start with the lie in the phrase, "it lost suction," because the words themselves send you in the wrong direction. When your vacuum goes weak, your brain jumps straight to the motor, the loud, spinning, obviously important part. That's the natural guess, and it's almost always wrong. A vacuum motor is a simple, sealed electric unit that either runs or it doesn't. It rarely half dies. If your machine still turns on and you still hear it whirring, the motor is fine. What's failed is something far dumber and far cheaper, and it comes down to one word almost nobody thinks about with a vacuum: airflow. Here's the whole thing in one idea. A vacuum doesn't pull dirt. It moves a river of air, and the dirt rides along in that river. Suction is just airflow you can feel. So anything that chokes the flow of air anywhere along the path kills your suction, no matter how healthy the motor is. Your vacuum is a sealed tube from the floor head to the exhaust. And that seal is the entire magic trick. Poke one hole in the river or dam it up in one spot, and the whole thing goes limp, which means fixing your vacuum isn't a repair job. It's a treasure hunt for the one spot where the air got stuck, and there are only a handful of places it hides. Let's walk the river from the floor up, because you can check every one of these in the next 2 minutes. Start at the brush roll, the spinning bar in the floor head. Flip the machine over and look at it. If it's wrapped in a solid black cocoon of hair and thread, it can't agitate the carpet, and the air intake right behind it is being smothered. Take scissors, run them along the little channel most rollers have built in for exactly this, and peel the whole mat off. People are genuinely disgusted by what comes off a roller they've used for 2 years. Next, the hose. This is the sneaky one. Disconnect it, hold it up, and look through it at a light. A single sock, a chunk of cardboard, or a wad of insulation caught halfway down turns your powerful vacuum into a straw with a cork in it. Drop a coin through the hose. If it doesn't fall straight out the other end, something's damming your river. A broom handle or a straightened wire hanger pushes the clog right out. But here's the big one, the hidden part I put in the title, the one that chokes more vacuums than everything else combined, the pre-motor filter. Almost every modern vacuum has a filter, usually a round foam disc or a pleated white cartridge, sometimes a felt pad, sitting right before the motor, and here's the trap. The manual tells you to clean it, but the filter is tucked behind a panel with no label, no icon, nothing pointing to it. Most people own a vacuum for years and never know it exists. It's slowly packed solid with fine dust until almost no air can pass. And the day it fully chokes is the day you decide the vacuum died. Pop that panel, pull the filter, and look at it. If it's gray and matted instead of its original white, or it's clogged, bang it out, rinse it under the tap until the water runs clear, and here's the one rule that matters. Let it dry completely, a full 24 hours before it goes back in. A damp filter put back wet grows mildew and chokes the airflow all over again. That single disc, cleaned, is the 90-second miracle that resurrects most dead vacuums. Now, I want to be straight with you, because there's always one sharp person in the comments, and they're right. Sometimes it is a real part, but even then it's almost never the motor. It's a cracked gasket or a split hose letting air leak into the sealed river, so the machine is pulling from the hole instead of the floor. Run your hand along the hose and the seams while it's running and feel for air escaping where it shouldn't. A wrap of electrical tape on a hairline hose crack or a $2 rubber gasket from the parts number printed inside the dust bin reseals the whole system. Still not a new vacuum. Still under $5. And here's the part that should genuinely irritate you, the thing I promised at the start. That $400 vacuum and the $80 one lose suction for the identical reason: a choked filter and a broken seal. Because they're both just a motor moving air through a sealed tube. The physics doesn't get more expensive, but the premium machine is often worse to live with, because it's packed with more filters, tighter tolerances, and proprietary parts, which means more places for the river to clog, and a filter you can only buy from the manufacturer for $30 instead of rinsing for free. You didn't pay $400 for a vacuum that clogs less. You paid $400 for one that clogs in more places and charges you to fix each one. The $80 machine kept clean will outsuck the neglected premium one every single day, and that's not an opinion, that's just airflow. A couple of bonuses to keep your river running forever. First, never let the dustbin or bag get more than about 2/3 full. Everyone runs it till it's packed, but a full bin chokes the airflow long before it's full. Empty it early, and the suction stays strong the whole time. Second, if your filter's the foam kind, rinse it once a month whether it looks dirty or not. The clog that kills suction is invisible, fine dust, not the visible fluff. Do those two things, and the 2-minute fix becomes a fix you almost never need again. One honest note before you go pull your machine apart. If you've done the whole river walk, roller clear, hose clear, filter clean and dry, seals tight, and it still won't pull, then yes, you may finally have a genuinely worn motor or a dead switch, and at that point a repair or replacement is fair. But I'd bet money that for 9 out of 10 of you watching, the problem is a gray filter behind an unlabeled panel, and you're about to save yourself $200 in the next 2 minutes. So that's the whole thing. It was never the motor. It's a river of air with a clog you can find in under 2 minutes, a filter they hid behind a blank panel, and a seal you can fix for pocket change. A dead vacuum brought back to full roar for nothing. If your closet has a vacuum you gave up on and quietly replaced, go dig it out and check that filter before you throw it away, and send this to whoever in your house declared it dead. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.